Hey everyone, and welcome back. Alright, the day has finally come. You knew it was coming, didn't you? Feminists and social justice warriors are banding together to save Siri and Cortana from abusive language. Can you fucking believe this shit? And you don't even have to take my word for it. This was reported on CNN.com, for Christ's sake. I will of course leave a link in the description. I mean, seriously, is there no end to the level of absurdity that these snowflakes will go to? Alright, special snowflake CNN, let's see what you got. Enjoy! Even virtual assistants are sexually harassed. All virtual assistants have to deal with inappropriate comments and questions. From seasoned vets like Siri and Google Now, to the rash of new specialists with names like Amy, Molly, and Robin. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. If this wasn't endorsed by a Microsoft executive and it was on CNN, I would have believed it was a massive 4chan scam. When Microsoft launched Cortana in 2014, a good chunk of early queries were about her sex life, according to Microsoft's Deborah Harrison. Deborah Harrison? Why do I think of 80s pop when I think of that? I mean, why are they surprised about this? The first thing I did when I got my first speech synthesizer was to teach it how to say "you dick." It turns out people feel very comfortable talking freely with text and voice assistants. Humanizing the bots with names, faked emotions, personalities, and genders, mostly female, helps build trust with users. And there's the rub, right? Computerized assistants are being gendered as female. We need equality for personal assistants. Hey morons, you know that's just a setting, right? A side effect of creating friendly female personalities is that people want to talk dirty, confess their love, roleplay, and bombard them with insults. So the fuck what? It's a fucking computer program. Cortana is not about to put up with it. Who's humanizing who here? Like I said, Cortana is just a fucking program. It's you social justice warriors who aren't about to put up with it. Isn't it? If you say things that are particularly assholish to Cortana, she will get mad, said Harrison during a talk at Rework Virtual Assistant Summit in San Francisco last week. That's not the kind of interaction we want to encourage. I don't know which part is scarier. The fact that social justice warriors want to control how you talk to your computer, or that Microsoft is analyzing what you're saying to your personal assistant with this much detail. Harrison is one of 8 writers who create Cortana's dialogue in the US. In addition to writing jokes and coming up with casual banter, her team has to figure out the best way to shut down vulgar conversations. Yes, shutting down conversations. What a nice slogan for a media and software company. And who the fuck wants to have casual banter with their digital assistant? These people aren't to be scorned, they are to be pitied. Cortana is clearly identified as a woman. She has a female avatar and is voiced by human woman Jen Taylor. But the writers are conscious about avoiding female assistant stereotypes. Cortana isn't self-deprecating and avoids saying sorry. So she's basically a bitch. Great, that's exactly what I don't want from a digital personal assistant. We wanted to be very careful that she didn't feel subservient in any way, or that we would set up a dynamic we didn't want to perpetuate socially, says Harrison. But she is subservient, you fucking morons! It's a computer program designed to help me do whatever the fuck I want. Not all assistants take this same firm approach. Robin Labs, which makes a voice assistant for drivers, thinks there might be a market for customizing personalities. CEO Ilya Eckstein says there is a high demand for an assistant personality that is more intimate/submissive with sexual undertones. Wait, what? Sexual undertones from your car? Okay, everyone in this article seems to be morons. Robin has held more than 100 million conversations. Looking through the data, Eckstein found people fall into a few basic categories. Some like lots of friendly banter, others just want the facts with no sass. Apparently one group is quite fond of making Robin repeat profanities in her soft female voice. Again, so what? Who cares? It's a fucking computer. It doesn't have feelings to get hurt. Sometimes people flirt, not realizing the assistants are just programs. I think most people realize that they are programs. The question is, do you? Sometimes, as with Facebook's new Messenger tool, there's a real human doing some of the work. And though she's cheerful and friendly, x.ai's meeting schedule robot Amy always keeps it professional. That hasn't stopped people from sending her flowers, chocolates, and whiskey. One user even asked her out on a date. Amy declined. Yeah, there's always going to be a couple of morons. What the fuck do you expect? That's just the way it is. That does not mean we have to police how people talk to their fucking computer in the privacy of their home. One smart way to learn how to handle harassment is to talk to real assistants, which Microsoft did for Cortana. After all, they've been putting up with similar behavior for years. Yes, but those are fucking human beings, where the words putting up with actually have some meaning. Anyway, that's the end of this idiotic article, but now you know. You better watch out. Social justice warriors are going to police you on how you speak to your computer. George Orwell, you were a true genius. Rest in peace, and try not to spin in your grave too much. Anyway, that concludes our show for tonight, so thanks for watching and see you next time.